Hello, glorious world. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. Yep, we're here once again for Dungeons Part 3 and maybe 4 if you're on Twitch, but it'll be separated if you're on YouTube. So, here we go. Right, we'll jump straight back into single player. The campaign. We're on level 3. King Robert Baratheon has to die. Let's play. Here we go. Let's just take a wee looky wiki.
According to scouts, King Robert spent most of his time strolling around his hunting lodge garden reciting poetry. Soon his poetry would turn into mournful ballads. The vengeful evil thirsted to defeat the Alliance's king and mount his head on the wall as a trophy. Whoops, of course, I really mean that he wanted to take all of King Robert's cookies away. Better play it safe, or the age classification folks will be after me.
He has a point
Before
there.
that, however, the ultimate evil had to do a bit of work on the dungeon. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to fund even a small army made up of a few orcs.
Let's take a look around. Okay. Got our little snotlings. Some gold. More gold. There's the entrance. Okay. Probably want to build my treasury here then, because it looks like there's a lot of gold. Let's build that there. What else do we need as well? Oh, we can only build the treasury though. Oh wait, no, it's because I was in that. Production room. Let's make this our brewery.
The first brewery was completed. Soon beer would be flowing like a river, and an Oktoberfest atmosphere would pervade all. Would the ultimate evil put the beer baron out of business? Ugh, such a duff reference.
Lol, a duff reference. Right, so we need to save up some gold for our kettle. I need to save up gold for everything. Come on, my little snotlings. Mine. Faster, you. Faster. There we go, we can get a kettle. Let's get our treasury.
The first treasury was completed. Soon greedy evil's little snots would fill it with gold. You know the golden rule, right? Whoever has the gold makes the rules.
I'll keep that in mind. Who has gold make rule? Treasury doesn't have a proficiency like other rooms. This one we're working at 100%. Okay. Right now, how much is it for an orc? 350 gold is what we need for an orc. So we'll get an orc shortly. Let's extend this so we've got more. Faster.
The strategy guidebook, Dungeons for Dummies, says, mountains don't always... The warmongering evil had hired the first orc. As ancient wisdom says, violence is a solution, usually the only one.
I don't want to do that. Go for this. Here. Treasury. Perfect deal. Right, I think we're going to need some more snotlings, I think. Maybe one or two more. Let's take a look at the overworld. Let's sit there. What's this over here? It's some sort of weird scroll. Right, back to the underworld. Yeah, now we're working.
The ultimate evil should never forget to keep a watchful eye on its beer and gold stores. If its creatures can't help themselves whenever they need to, they will get angry.
2 boxes.
Fast. The steady pounding in the rocks had given rise to overworld rumors of a new dungeon. A group of heroes set out to plunder its riches, and the ultimate evil was already looking forward to this visit.
This laugh's getting better. It's better than it used to be. More gold here. Let's get some gold. Gold here. Ooh.
Heroes have
Here they
entered
come.
your dungeon. The ultimate evil slowly made itself cozy underground. Although this was a sensible decision, there was another orc entered the service of the military-savvy evil. The horde was growing and prospering.
We're gonna need those orcs soon. I hope an orc's more powerful than whatever these are. Just the basic footmen. Right, orcs. Get 'em, boys. Go on. Whoa, okay, the orc's definitely more powerful. There we go, nice and simple.
The heroes didn't know what had hit them, as several orcs bore down from nowhere and annihilated them. This group of heroes had plundered their last dungeon, but there would be more.
There's always more. Evil strikes back. Create a horde. So these must be like here.
Payday!
Chaotic things going on there. Right. Production, let's make you a little bit bigger. So we got plenty of the booze. Plenty booze. Right. Everything seems to be going fine. I've got nothing really that much to do at the moment. Dungeon's going fine. Really use some sort of traps or something. I think like put here looks like a perfect spot. I wonder if there's a way to train your creatures in this. Just keep getting gold. The room's at 104 efficiency. Get our orc.
The time to attack appeared to be right. On the surface, in the tavern of a small, miserable village, some adventurers gathered. They were acquiring Dutch courage for their visit to the dungeon
Yep, that's what I thought.
by downing several beers. The dungeon had to be
Let's try
destroyed.
Here we go. We're in real-time strategy mode. Blind rage. Ah, daylight. Achievement unlocked. Here we go. Oh, what's this? Just want you alone. Orcish the Explorer. What does that do? Range of view 50%. Ah, that's not that great. Ah, bright. Must kill. Kill the light. Where's the sun? Oh, kill the rabbit. Kill the rabbit. Dead. I can kill the pig. I'm gonna kill the pig. In a minute, I'm gonna kill the pig. Micromanagement. I'll go for that one. I need damage. A way to deal more damage. I wonder if there's a way to heal as well. Right, kill the pig, most importantly. Bye, piggy. Whack, whack, whack.
It's
whack, whack,
payday.
Whack. It's payday, apparently. Whack, 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 whack. Another cute little bunny wanny. Right, back to my dungeon, just make sure we've got the mining gold. Keep mining the gold. We got 1,000 gold, lovely. Could get another orc, but I'm going to leave it for now. Brewery's working.
A delicious rumble announced the fact that the village's last house had crashed to the ground. Ha! There would be no more heroes meeting there to seek out the dungeon of the destruction-hungry evil. The hunting lodge of King Robert lay in the north. It was there that the ultimate evil would finally get its long-awaited revenge. However, it looked pretty damn well guarded. Maybe it should first visit the cave to the west, inhabited by a clan of goblins, where the cunning evil could do a little negotiating.
Let's see what happens if I go up here. Oh, we will fight this bit. Get the archer. Get the archer. Get him now.
The fortress could already be made out in the distance. The walls were lined with crossbowmen. A head-on assault would undoubtedly prove suicidal here.
Okay, I'll get the hint. I'll go the other way. Right. That's all done. Wait, I thought I seen a potion or something here. Can we get to that? What is that?
The horde came across a stray goblin by the roadside, who apparently constituted the sad remains of one of the hunting lodge's attack units.
Oh,
This
I'll get a
miserable
coupon.
being joined the army of the powerful evil with a grateful whimper.
You better be grateful, you little goblin. That goblin's got little health. 4.5 attack. 7 attack. So he's worse at everything, except he's good against ranged. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. They're good against melee, he's good against ranged. Build a wee bit
It's
of it.
payday.
Again? Greedy minions. Build a wee bit more. Treasury. I suppose I should get a couple of orcs. Well, an orc to start. Just like hammering away down here. Keep fortifying stuff. Look at that spider's lair in there. We'll go there shortly. Right, over here. Kill that. Die, 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 die. Level 2 at fighting. 95. What's this? What happened there? Where are my minions? Huh? Where did they go to? Region panel? I'm confused. They're not in my dungeon. Where did they go? Where did they go? It's sound at the top of the map. I'll show you where they are. The Goblin Cave. Oh! Okay, so I click here. There we go. We're in the Goblin Caves.
The goblin leader prostrated himself joyfully before the ultimate evil, and immediately dispatched 2 goblins into its dungeon with a few plans for a new room. a tinkerer's cave. This was built as quickly as possible.
I.e. build a tinkerer's cave. Right, back to my dungeon then. I'm gonna build that here. There we go. Lovely.
The tinkerer's cave was built. It could, however, only be used as a warehouse, as it lacked the workshop that the insidious Evil's goblins needed. Quick as a flash, Evil placed a creator mat in the tinkerer's cave. A sparkling new creator mat graced the tinkerer's cave of the expansion-hungry Evil. A goblin would be able to work well in here, producing toolboxes. A few of these boxes would now be needed in order to invent a trap. The moody Evil
boredom
waited patiently.
Right, goblin caves. Think I can't head through these doors. Can I head down this way? It appear not.
Payday!
Yep, it's payday. Right.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yeah, how do I get them back? How many are in my dungeon? 3. Overworld. Get back, boys. I think I need yours. Oh, I've got a couple of goblins here. That's not so bad. Goblins at the back. Go on, go for them. Go on, goblins. Oh, 3 goblins. Whoa, where are all these goblins coming from? There we go. Lovely. Now, how do I build traps? Got 2 toolboxes. Research a trap. How do I research a trap? Just toolboxes. Researching the trap. There we go. Exploding treasure chest. Ah, okay. Tinkerer's cave. That. Yes. Okay, that changes it there. So I need to wait for them to finish. 73% efficiency. I need to pick up a barrel over here. 109 efficiency. How long until this trap researching is done? It shall be done shortly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm a little fast.
As cowardly as the goblins were, their creativity more than made up for this. They proudly presented the treacherous Evil with their plan for a devious trap. With a silent, evil cackle, it quickly buckled down to setting the trap.
Traps. Exploding treasure chest. Here we go. Tutorial. Yep, I think I already worked that one out. Come on, snotlings, carry that crate. Faster.
Payday!
Oh, I never noticed that. There's like the wee shield on the back of my hand, it changes. So if I'm over something, 9, over a minion, it's got some sort of head it looks like. That is a lot of gold. No, let's go into this, because I think this is a spider pit. We may get something nice, like a medal. And I won't waste this one, like the one earlier. To give 25% line of sight, because I didn't realise they lost it. I thought I'd be able to give this to someone else. Schniddle. Go Schniddle, get building Schniddle. What's this? You discovered a new area. The spider.
Job done. The trap was finished and ready to be found by a hero. This is going to be so much fun. Just at that moment, a particularly powerful dwarf warrior appeared in the dungeon. How had he suddenly arrived at this precise time was indeed most odd, but his presence was more than welcome. He was going to be a guinea pig for the trap.
Ah, it's got to be the most obvious trap I've ever seen.
Even this strong dwarf warrior didn't stand a chance against the treacherous traps and powerful monsters of the invincible evil. He bit the dust.
Right,
So
this?
much for a game of dwarves. The dungeon's defences were now clearly much improved, but the hunting lodge still remained well protected and
this.
impregnable. There was nothing that the ultimate evil could do.
There we go.
The task was impossible. So the evil withdrew, bent and broken, let feelings of revenge ebb away, and instead took up looking after those cute, teeny-weeny trees. What are they called again? Bonsai, yes, that's it. The end.
Yeah.
Pretty unsatisfactory, huh? Of course, that wasn't the end. In reality,
How'd I
the
heal them?
indefatigable evil paid the Goblin Cave another little visit. The Goblin leader would hopefully spit out something useful after a few more slaps.
Don't need a creature to get there. Okay. Right, Orkies. It's time. Wish I could just pick these up. Right, you two. We'll take a couple of goblins.
The expansion-driven evil couldn't wait to explore the further possibilities of the Tinkerer's Cave. In particular, a hospital seemed a useful way to cure its ailing units. It set about asking for this to be researched.
How do I research that? It's in here. Researching the rooms. Yep, hospital. Okay, we want that.
I apologize for that last embarrassing allusion, but you should really make your way to the Goblin Cave now.
I'm going. Keep your shirt on, Sparky. Right, use into there. Back here. Get my medic ready. If there's anything else down here that may be interesting. Like another spider's cave. See what that's in there. That may be something. No, I don't want to mine there. I want to go to the Goblin Cave.
The charitable evil had researched the hospital. This would enable its units to quickly recover from their injuries, once it had been built, that is.
Right. Hospital.
The caring evil had good-naturedly built a hospital for its suffering creatures. It, however, still lacked a hospital bed. Little Snots would then bring any units there that had been injured in the dungeon. The first hospital bed had been built. Wounded units could now be healed in the hospital. Little Snots would also be able to bring defeated creatures here, so that they could be nursed back to health.
Get gold from here. And where else is there gold? They're still not dug all the way through that. Those things last forever. Right, back to the Goblin Cave. Goblin Cave. Right. There we go.
A few hard slaps were enough to motivate the leader of the goblins to help the ultimate evil. As it transpired, there was an old tunnel which had been previously used as an escape route. This connected the Goblin Cave with the vaults of the hunting lodge. The goblin leader voluntarily made a goblin assassin available to the hard-hitting evil to help infiltrate the lodge.
Who's the Goblin Assassin?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Is there? Oh, rats. Are they enemies? Good, I didn't kill them all. So let's get some goblins. So all the creatures I've got in here. They're both ranged anyway. Ouch. Go get them, boys. Oh, I've only got this guy here. Okay.
The cheerful evil was pleased with this support. An assassin was a decent melee fighter, but its actual strength lay in its ability to make itself invisible. This was, of course, tested out immediately.
Underhand attack. Let's try that. That worked well. Very lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Despite the powerful invisibility skill, it was advisable for the ultimate evil to be cautious. Some opponents had such highly trained observation skills that they were actually able to see invisible units.
Wow. I wonder how they do that.
A locked door prevented the assassin from progressing. It would have taken a long time for him to have opened it with sheer brute force using weaponry. Thankfully, he had a suitable skill with which he could deactivate doors, and more importantly,
there we go.
traps.
You know, I should probably go get them. He is back through there. Whoa, what happened? Why is he nearly dead? Get that potion. Can't take my eye off you for half a second.
The on-the-ball evil recognized that the warrior princess there was extremely powerful. The goblin assassin would be best advised to avoid any contact with her.
Aw, but I want to assassinate. Tempted to try and assassinate. I just got to... Oh well. That was a wee bit easy. Right, I think we should just sneak past these people though. Seems to be a rather lot of them. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Overworld.
A Gobobot was being forced to make miserable repairs in the lodge. A brief feeling of what it thought might be sympathy passed through the sensitive evil, but this actually turned out to be a mighty belch. Naturally, it would free the useful Gobobot anyway. It's payday. Elated by the assassin's attempt at rescuing it, the Gobobot joined the horde and succeeded in showing its tormentors a real hot time. Its ability to more or less ignore ranged damage and set fire to large areas would come in very handy.
Okay, I want my creatures to be here ready to attack from the other side. Take it, no, this thing's really powerful. This thing's a wee bit overpowered, if anything. Alright, let's go kill them. Burn them all. Burn them all. Burn, 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 baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Land destroy over there. Whoa!
And so the negligent evil promptly allowed the only really vital unit to this mission to die. The goblin leader sighed and put his second best assassin at evil's disposal at the basement exit. There are enemies in your dungeon.
I lost my little assassin pal. Okay, need to get rid of this.
Despite its massive firepower, the hopeless evil had lost his Gobobot. Really, that should be the end of the story. However, somehow, another one of these wonderful creatures miraculously appeared in the vicinity of the Goblin Cave.
Wow.
Hopefully, it would receive a little bit more care and attention than its predecessor.
Hopefully. You would think so.
Good God, can we please stop letting mission-critical units die? Not that I've got any sympathy for those worms, but it's really beginning to hold things up here. Collect another assassin from the basement exit.
Sorry. It's not my fault.
The hunting lodge was
one hit
completely
kill.
destroyed. The vengeful evil gave itself a very self-satisfied pat on the back. The time was right to concentrate on King Robert. He was in his renowned garden reciting his much less renowned love poems. The lyrically challenged evil had no time for poetry and would soon make this tangibly clear to him.
Right. I think it's time for an attack then. Drop, 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 drop. 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 How many did I pick up? Come on then, man.
Payday!
Wow, this thing takes a lot of gold. Icky, icky swamp. Icky, icky swamp? Where'd they get to? Here they come. Let's see, you're good against archers and so are you. So I'll try and get the orcs on the melee, the tank. Right, let's go. Charge! Well, that's a lot better
The
DPS.
king was accompanied by a pixie who was able to cast powerful healing magic. Any direct attack would be suicidal.
So I take it that means go this way first.
Mercifully, the omniscient and helpful narrator was at hand. He pointed out to the impatient evil that the pixie went off from time to time in order to check that all was well, and much more importantly, eat her supper in a little camp to the south. The pixie buzzed over to eat her meal. The ultimate evil prepared an ambush.
Uh-oh. Ooh, she came this. That was close. Mana potion.
One would think that killing a fragile flying being wouldn't be rocket science. But an incredibly incompetent evil had taken far too long in doing so and had startled a few guards into action.
I thought it was to kill the king, not the... I thought it was to kill Sir Baratheon. Not the damn little pixie thing. Right, I take it the pixie will be able to see my... Pixie's gone. Let's get in there. Go boys. Get him! Uh oh, Pixie's just there. Yeah, uh-oh.
Good God, can we please stop letting mission-critical units die? Not that I've got any sympathy for those worms,
Okay, kill the
but it's
pixie
really
first. Kill the
beginning
pixie
to hold
first.
things up here. Collect another assassin from the basement exit. The annoying little pixie had spoken her last healing spell. The crafty-minded
assassin.
evil sculpted a fan from her wings. Now it was time to look for King Robert and ensure his early demise.
And that's nearly him down, done, and
King Robert
dusted.
fell, and the ultimate evil had received its well-deserved revenge. But there were still many more heroes out there who deserved to bite the dust. Their time would come.
There we go. And for people that will be watching this on YouTube, there's part 3. But for Twitch, we're going to jump straight into part 4. And so see you next time for the YouTuber seeing free. Well, I'm not going anywhere for the Twitchers. Part 4 in the swampland. Let's get playing. They see me loading. We'll get there shortly.